Hi, I'm Musa, and this is Sin Dive with Nollywood. Yahoo Plus is a film about the frustration of many Nigerians living with dreams without the resources to build those dreams.
The secret to this job is taking charge. Because if you allow the man to take charge, he determines how long it lasts.
After facing many setbacks, including not having any money to submit the film to film festivals, Yahoo Plus director Ebuka Njoku released his first film in cinemas, and it's now coming to Netflix on July 21.
I got a notification from IG and Clarence Peters was following me. I wanted to die, because I'd been following this guy's career, like studying this guy's moves from 2009 or thereabouts, And when we were in school, he was one of those guys that anytime a music video he directed drops, we'll be watching it and and all of that. So it felt, and when I finally got to meet him, I learned a lot from without the film, I wouldn't have had the access to be on the same table with him and all of that. For the actors, a couple of other things have come for them, and it has been wins. I mean, and there are some wins that you can't really talk about now because probably there's this thing in your contract that says that you can't really say this and say that. But
yeah, I see.
Yeah, but lots of things are happening, and I mean I was having a conversation with someone from one.
Yes.
And she said that after my film, a couple of other filmmakers in the East had tried reaching out to Film One for distribution and all of that. So, and when she said that, I felt, okay, yeah, this is it.
Yes.
Because I mean, it's beyond me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's beyond me. So I like the fact that, and I've met a couple of upcoming filmmakers who say things like Yahoo Plus made them start seeing that they don't really need all the money in the world to make their first feature.
That's correct.
So that's also a win for me.
Although the filmmaker has seen even more opportunities from his film's success, we sat down with Njoku to share the real story behind his journey before all the notoriety. Going from not having any money to submit his film to festivals, how Film One saved the day, and his biggest lessons from the journey.
Honestly, the initial plan was direct to Netflix. Before I became professional in school, when I was in school, I'd shot a couple of short films with my guys and all of that, yeah. So, but in Nollywood, when I came over to Lagos, I was advised to focus on one, then based off the strength of that one, start doing others.
Interesting.
So writing was my strength, so I had to focus on that, and then over time, but I've always wanted to do my stuff.
Now, Njoku is a very realistic person, and he knew that he would not have all the resources he needed for his first film.
Filmmaking is a vocation that requires money.
It does. So a lot of money.
I feel one of the easiest way Nollywood can how do I put it, grow faster, it's where we start embracing the lack of funds as an opportunity to actually do something awesome.
What do you mean by that?
And okay, in the sense that when I wanted to I knew that for my first film I might not get all the resources in the world to make it. So I decided, okay, let's go with a story set in one location, a few characters and all of that. So, and at the end of the day, to some people, that's the beauty of the story for them. The fact that it's set in one location, just very few, and it's still captivating from the beginning to the end for them.
Even though he knew he had limited resources, that knowledge could not save him. His plan for the film was to have a festival run before releasing directly to Netflix, but after he made the film, he didn't have enough money to submit to a single festival.
I'd followed Kasala, I'd followed the serial assistant guys like the Sijo Abbasis and a couple of them. So I felt that our film would be the film festival friendly type and all of that, so that we could do some international film festivals and all of that. But then when we are done making the film, we didn't have enough funds to submit for international film festivals. So we couldn't submit, so we had to like say, okay, let's leave it for months later. So we are missing out on some of those this thing too. But then I read from somewhere that when you make a film, that once it passes a year after making the film, without that, if you don't get a distribution deal within the first year of making the film, the value of the film reduces.
Interesting.
Yeah, so when I read that, I was like, okay, since the international film festival thing didn't work out, what's the next approach? I mean, so we decided, okay, let's give cinema a shot.
This was where desperation began to set in, as Njoku's dream project was dying in his hands. But what does he do next? He changed his plan and started talking to distributors about other options. I mean, you would expect smaller distributors to be the most helpful to someone in his shoes. However, here is his story on his experience while trying to get a distribution deal and how Film One Entertainment, one of Nigeria's largest distributors, saved the day.
Honestly, because before I even met Moses Babatobe at that event, I'd spoken to 3 other distributors. I tried smaller distributors, like a couple of them didn't reply, but I'd started some sort of conversations about distribution with some other platforms, and the offer they made me wasn't really
interesting.
I mean, you would think that smaller ones should give better offer, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah,
interesting.
So, but the Film One offer felt more like they cared about the film. You get, and all of that. So
that's very good.
It made it very easier for us to like find a way that works.
Yeah. Following the successful cinema run in 2022 and securing a Netflix release date for Yahoo Plus, this is Njoku's biggest lesson on his journey from financial obstacles to streaming success.
One thing the cinema thing did for me was it made me realize, like, it made me start seeing film as a business that it is actually, So because there are certain conversations as an artist that you have in your head. But then even as a producer, there are also certain conversations you have in your head until you walk in and start making conversations about distribution. You get, then you start understanding that the cinemas, you need money to run a cinema. You need money to run marketing and all of that, and you also need to find a way to make money from whatever you do so that you can have more resources to do better.
Yes.
You get, so the cinema thing like made me come to terms with all of those, and also made me understand the importance of marketing and other parts of filmmaking that I didn't know. So it's a blessing in its own way, and I'm still in this journey. So, but one thing I could say is, Jay-Z would say, don't be in the project hallway talking about being in the project all day, So it's just go and do that shit, man. Go and, even if it's because I mean, people sometimes look down on skit making as like it's an inferior art, but it is not. People still learn how to learn cinematography from covering from shooting all of those. People still hone their acting skills and the editing skills from working on all of those. So it's like, I mean, I think film schools kind of like and film textbooks and all of that, and kind of like make people like, how do I put it? Great art from different distinct, but all of them na film.
All of them are film.
No. Exactly. Whether it's for YouTube, whether it's a minute distinct clip on IG, whether it's on Netflix, whether it's for Iroko TV, what you get. So basically, you just have to find your shit and go do it. That's the story you want to tell. If you want to tell a story about gay people, do it. If you want to tell a story about smokers, do it. If you want to tell stories about depression, if you want to do sci-fi, if you want to do anything, just do it, and then take it up from there.
Do it.
Yeah, I think that's the only advice I can give anyone. Just go and fuck shit up and move on.
Help Loss will be available on Netflix from July 21, and I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Sin Dive. Thank you for watching. For more stories like this, head to nollywire.com. I will leave you with Ebuka Njoku's comment on why you should watch Help Loss on Netflix on July 21.
This stage in my journey is where I try to give Nigeria a mirror to themselves. Like, due to our sad history and all of that, we as a country, as a people, now have like this inferiority complex about ourselves, you know, our history, our place in the world and all of that. So our films, our arts tries like run away from being reflective, from showing us who we are. We always try to implement something that we've seen in American films and all of that, you know. So, but this is a film that kind of like shows us what we are. This is us. This is us, young men hustling, trying to find a living. This is us that have been living through this. How do I put it? This lie about money rituals and all of that. So it's a film that is gonna wow you. Like, I mean, it's and it's my gift to the world. So enjoy.
Life is all about sacrifices. The bigger the sacrifice, the more you stand to gain.
Kizuru sacrifice, Eba. If I have to sacrifice the main thing I am sacrificing for,